Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday to you. You know what time it is. Time for Monday Morning with Mo. Hope you guys are having a great Monday so far. If it's your first time joining us, I am Mo DeWitt, and this is Monday Morning with Mo, where every Monday morning at 8 a.m. we answer your legal questions right here on Facebook and YouTube, so you can get a little bit of free legal advice, I guess. If you do have legal questions, you can always shoot us an email, askask@dewittlaw.com, or leave us a voicemail, 407-536-6737. And we will play it on the show and get back to you. I don't think we have any voicemails this week. We'll have to double check. Forgot to check that line. So anyways, hope you had a great weekend. What did we do around here? I had to change a dishwasher out on Saturday. That was loads of fun. And yeah, just kind of hung out on Sunday. So nothing too exciting. So yeah. So hopefully your weekend was a little more exciting than mine, but it was sure as hell hot out there. So anyways, all right, let's jump into it. First question up this morning is from Rob. Rob says, "Hey, brother, I have a quick question. My ex-wife for 6 years now has had a minivan that is in my name. She was supposed to get my name off of it after the divorce. She still hasn't. Do I have the right to take the van? I need a newer vehicle that has AC in Florida." Well, I guess that goes back to my point of it being hot. People want to confiscate vans because it's so hot. The short answer is no. No, you can't just go and take the van, even though it's in your name. Now, I mean, I guess from a legal perspective, it's in your name. It wouldn't be stealing, all that kind of stuff. But I'm assuming in the divorce decree, she got use and possession of the van. And typically what we do is she'll get use and possession of the vehicle, and then she has to agree to make all the payments and indemnify you and hold you harmless. I don't know if in your divorce agreement that there was a provision that said she was supposed to get the vehicle out of your name. Usually, we don't put those provisions in there, especially if there's a loan on the vehicle, because vehicles can be very difficult or expensive to refinance. So usually what we do is we put a provision in the divorce decree that says that she'll agree to indemnify you and hold you harmless, which basically means that if she were to not pay those payments or there was something owed on the vehicle, basically she's responsible for everything. And if she doesn't do that, she agrees to not only pay whatever she was responsible for, but pay you your attorney's fees and everything else to make you whole again. So, can't take the van unless she wants to give it to you, which I'm guessing she probably doesn't want to do that. So yeah, so those are kind of your options. Basically, can't get the van back unless there's something in your divorce agreement that says if she didn't change the van into her name that you could take it back. But I doubt that's in there, to be frank. So appreciate the question. Keep them coming. Easiest way, most people just end up shooting me a message on Facebook. So you can always just DM me on Facebook if you have questions. Seems to be the easiest, most popular way rather than email it or anything like that. So let's see. Next up here we have Jamie. All right. So Jamie's got an interesting question I'll have to give you some background on. So if you haven't heard of Saladgate here in Hillstone and Winter Park, there was an issue last week where an individual went to Hillstone. I guess they're having lunch, and he asked to get a salad to go for his wife. They said, no, we don't do to-go orders. There was a little bit of a back and forth. From all accounts that we've heard so far, sounds like everyone was fairly pleasant, that no one kind of got irate or anything. So the guy kind of says, okay, well, can I just order the salad here? I'll take the salad here then, with obviously the idea that he was then just going to get a to-go box. They said, no, we know what you're going to do with the salad. You can't do that. So long story short, basically the manager comes over and says, you need to pay your bill and leave. So he pays his bill, he leaves, he goes outside, and the Winter Park Police Department is there waiting to issue him a trespass warning. So Jamie's question is, how can the cops issue a trespass warning when the diner paid his bill? So, great question. I mean, basically a trespass warning, all it says is that you can't come back to the property. You can issue a trespass warning to really anyone for any reason at any time if you wanted to. So the purpose of that is basically if you go back there, they can be arrested for trespass. One of the elements of trespass is you have to give that person warning to leave the property before you're allowed to arrest them for trespass. So a lot of times this comes up in trespassing cases, criminal cases, where someone's on the property, they were arrested for trespass. They say, well, I was never warned. And so that's the whole purpose of a trespass warning, is basically it's just the property owner asking the police to issue a warning to the person saying, don't come back on the property. You're not allowed here anymore. That's all it's saying. It's not a criminal charge. It's not a ticket. It's nothing like that. It's just basically saying, hey, can't come on this property. This is private property. We can choose who we want here. And we prefer that you not come back here. And if you do, then we can have you arrested for trespassing because we put you on notice that you're not allowed here. So interesting little issue there in Hillstone Winter Park. We'll see. Hillstone hasn't commented from what I've seen. I know a lot of people have been making fun of them on Facebook, but maybe there's more to the story. Maybe there's not. But that's the answer to the question. So thanks for the question, Jamie. Let's see here. Last up this morning, we got one more. Let's find that here. Says, all right, so this is a pretty long email, so I'm going to try to summarize this one. So it basically says that they ordered a set of matching appliances, for their kitchen, microwave, stove, dishwasher, and fridge. So all the appliances come, everything's working great, except the fridge craps out, doesn't work anymore. So they come back, they fix it, craps out again. I mean, basically it turns out the fridge is a lemon. So they'll replace the fridge, but the problem is that they no longer make, it's been about a year now, they no longer make the fridge that matches the other appliances. It's slightly different. And so again, I'm summarizing the email here because it's a couple page long email. So long story short is, can I force them to give me all new appliances? In short, no. I'm not aware of any provision that allows you to get that can force them to give you new appliances. If the fridge is under warranty or anything like that, then they would have an obligation to repair that fridge. But they wouldn't have an obligation to swap out all the other appliances if the other appliances are working. So, if you still don't have a working fridge, which is what the email says, and it's under warranty, or they said they were going to replace it, or whatever the situation may be, then yeah, you have the right to go after them to make sure you get a working fridge from them. But you can't force them to replace all the other appliances to match that, unfortunately. So that's all we got for you this morning. Hope you guys have a great week. If you need me, you know how to get a hold of me. And, if you tune in with us on Friday, the last couple of Fridays on the Soul Brother Kevin show, you may have realized we've had some technical issues there. We keep calling into the show and nobody answers the phone. And so this is the second week that this has happened. It was on Friday. So Cox Media Group, who's the company that owns 102.5 The Bone, has had a huge nationwide technical issue. So apparently when that happened, the phone line that we called in on went down or no longer rings in the studio or something, and nobody knew it. So we were just calling the line. They were there, but they didn't hear us calling. So we got a new number. We got it straightened out. So hopefully this Friday should be back up and running. I won't hold my breath, but they say it'll work this Friday. So anyways, hope you guys have a great week. If you need anything, let me know. And I'll see you on Friday, hopefully, for the Soul Brother Kevin show, and next Monday for another episode of Monday Morning with Mo. Take care, everybody.